Are you confused by this Madelyne Pryor life event and all these milestones? I was, but we have some calculations to see exactly what you need to do all the milestones for this Pryor life, and you're ready to figure out what you need for all these milestones to get Madelyne Pryor and these A-Force events and these emblems. You know what to do. Find that like button. Let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Valley Club. We are back. Welcome to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you are having a great day. And I hope you're not as confused as I was about an hour ago trying to figure out all these calculations for this event. Very, very confusing. We have it going in conjunction with a Spider-Woman A-Force event. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. Let's go right into the game now and see what is going on with this confusing event. All about the event. So, this is how to score this. We go all the way down to get all of these milestones. You're gonna need 153,000 points. One of the big ones here is that milestone 35. This is for Captain Marvel's helmet, and that gives you some big points for this A-Force of Nature milestones here. So, this is the big one for, this is gonna last 28 more days from now. So this is a while. We're going to get points for that through different events like this Madelyne Pryor event going on right now. All right, so we need to get as many of these A-Force emblems and that helmet here. We need to get all that. How is this scoring? Well, the big thing here is with war. So let's go take a look at all this war scoring right here. We took a look at some calculations, and it took us a while to figure all this out. So let's read through this. 153,000 points total for this event to get all the milestones. The big one, though, is that milestone 35 for that Captain Marvel's helmet. All right, 8 days total, which means per day you're going to need 19,000 points to max out all of these milestones. So where are you going to get these? The first one is in war. War battles are going to be 300 points per battle, which is good. And if you're doing 10 battles per day, which is minimum. If you're doing those 12, like a lot of alliances require, you're going to score more points than this, so you could cut down on your blitz times as well. But if you're doing your 10, 3 wars, and again, we're being a little conservative because some alliances are going to get 4 wars, especially if you're in zone 3 of 4. I think if you're in zone 1, you had an hour to do to get all your additional war attacks, but your war had started already, so some players are going to get 3 wars. Some players are going to get 4. For the calculations for these milestones, we're only going to use 3 wars, though, which means if you're doing 10 battles, 3 wars for this entire event, that is 9,000 total points for this event that you could get just from war. Not a lot, but that does bring down this milestones a little bit. All right, so additionally, if you use Darkhold or A-Force, and if they have gear, you're going to get additional points. Now, all of this stacks. So if we go into the game and check this out, if you're playing a war battle with Darkhold, that is at gear 13, you're going to score the 300 plus a 240 plus the 100. Now, if they're at gear 15 or 16, you're going to score the 300 plus a 240 per Darkhold member plus the 100 for everybody's at 13, 14, and an additional 200 for people that's at 15 and 16. So that is what the points are calculated based on. So if you're using all A-Force members, right here, that's going to be an additional, and Darkhold, which there are 7 in the game right now. We got 5 Darkhold. We have Jessica Jones, Captain Marvel, and if you purchase Spider-Woman, you could actually have 8 here. So if you've purchased Spider-Woman, you're going to get a little bit more characters that you could do. That's 240 points per battle. When you get all 70 of these characters, that's an additional 1,680 points per war. For the total of this event, based on these 3 wars, that is 5,040 additional points. Now, if they're gear 13 to 14, you're going to get additional, Drunken Gleam, thank you for the raid, my brother. All right. Thank you. And let's give a little shout out for you as we continue with these calculations, my friend. 13, 14, you're getting additional 100 points per character. That is additional 700 points you could get. That's an additional 21,000 points for the event. And if they are 15, 16, you're not only going to get these points here, you're going to get additional points. You're going to get the 1,400 points For the 7 characters, you're going to get the original 700 for them being 13 to 14. So that is additional 2,100 points per war, 6,300 points for the total of this event. So the war total points, if you're just doing your attacks, just using your bare minimum characters, your Darkhold and your A-Force characters, no gear on them, that should get you 14,000 points per war. If you have them in gear 13, 14, 16,000. If you have them gear 16, 15, 16, that's 20,000. And if you're using some combination, which is why this event is so hard to figure out, because everybody's going to be at different levels. If you're using some combinations, it's going to be a number in between this. So you're also getting points from your dailies. In your daily objectives, there are points that you could get. You're getting a big one from completing all of those. So make sure you complete that all complete in your objectives. And yes, 2,625 points per day that you get from your dailies, which is 21,000 for the life of this event. Let's go into there right now. All right, all your daily objectives. This is where the big one is. This is where you're going to get a big 2,000 point boost. This is not for the A-Force milestone. This is for the Madelyne Pryor milestone. So be aware of that. We have some additional points. There's some additional ones. But again, the big one is from completing all of these. Let's go back to the points here. So if you complete them all, that is that many. All right. So if you're doing your 10 war attacks, no gear on your A-Force, the remaining points, that is that 153 minus what you're scoring in war and scoring from your dailies. That is 136,000 points remaining, which means you need to score about 17,000 points per day. And this may or may not have this dailies in there, so this may not be accurate. This is accurate, though. When you have the 153,000 points, you subtract what you're getting from your dailies. You're subtracting what you're getting from war based on gear 13 and 14 on your Darkhold and A-Force. That means you're going to need to make up 14,000 points per day. And if you have them all at 15 and 16, you're going to need to make up about 13,000 points per day. So you could get points and additional. All the makeup for this is going to be got through blitzing. So how much blitz do you need to do? Well, let's go back into the game and calculate what we're getting from blitzes. In the game right now, every blitz win is getting 60 points. Most people are only getting 40 points per blitz wins. I would not recommend doing these blitz wins unless, like some people, is actually doing these late at night when the additional time doesn't matter. But most, I would recommend doing the blitz sims. Just takes 5 minutes rotation versus 40 minutes per rotation. So if you win with the Marauders, you're getting 10 points. If your Marauders are at gear 13, you're getting 20. If you're at 14, you're getting the 20 plus the 10 plus the 40. At 15, you're getting the 60 plus the 40 plus the 20 plus the 10. And at 16, you're getting 90 plus the 60 plus the 40 plus the 20 plus the 10. So a lot of points if you have some beefy Marauders and you're using them in Blitz. But let's go take a look at the totals here. Blitz Sim win is going to get you 40 points. 35 wins, which there are 39 save squads. That means that's a 4-loss variance. If you're doing all those losses and doing pretty good with the rest of your wins, 35 wins. So you could have more than this. You could have less than this. But based on 35 wins per rotation, that is 1,400 points per rotation. And if you're using Marauders, you're getting additional points. So if they're at 13, you're getting 240 points. If they're at 14, you're getting 280 points. 15, you're getting 520 points. And if they're at 16, you're getting 880 points. So if you have no gear on your Marauders and not doing any additional attacks, which is what I would recommend with your 25 and your 50 refreshes, especially with the Marauders, and you have those 4 Marauders, because there are 4 Marauders in the game right now, not counting Madelyne Pryor. Remember, Emma Frost does not have that Marauder tag. So it's going to be Mr. Sinister, Strife, Mystique, and Sabretooth. Those are the 4 Marauders in the game right now that's going to counter this. Emma Frost, remember, is not a Marauder. But if you have Madelyne Pryor, she will count. So you could get even more points with Madelyne Pryor here. But based on that, you're going to get between 1,440 and 2,320 per rotation. Even more if you're using Madelyne Pryor here as well. And yeah, Sabretooth. Did I not say Sabretooth? Sabretooth is a Marauder. So Mr. Sinister, Sabretooth, Mystique, and Strife are the 4 Marauders plus Madelyne Pryor. Emma is not. All right, now if you just want to get to the milestone 35, there's some things that you could, and so if we're doing that 2,000 points per rotation and you're short about 14,000 points, that's about 7 rotations. If you're short 14,000 points, that's a little over 7 rotations. And if you're not getting this, and I don't think I put the dailies, subtracted the dailies here, you might not be able to get it even with 8 full rotations. But if you just want to get to the big milestone here, and the big milestone, in my opinion, is the one that has that Captain Marvel helmet, because that's, if you get to here, that's not going to screw you up for the next one. And if you get to milestone 38, that's also very good because this is more A-Force emblems. But I think this is the big one. That's the big A-Force emblems that you get. To get to that, what you're going to need, this should get you to about milestone 35, 36 or 37. You get 5 30-wind rotations per day, 10 war attacks based on 3 wars. That should get you to around here and get you that A-Force emblem. Now, we also have some prior life milestones on the web store. Let's go take a look at this. That's 37,000 points total. This looks to be a 4-day milestone, so it's probably we're getting 2 of these during the event here. And the thing here, you're going to need to win some arena battles. You're going to need to spend some campaign energy. But we're not getting any Madelyne Pryor shards. We're not getting any A-Force emblems here. So this is not as important. I think the big thing here that you're getting is all the way at milestone 20 if you do all this. So how do you get these? Well, you're going to need to win some battles. You're going to need to win some arena battles. You need to win with Darkhold. If your Darkhold has more gear, you're going to score more, and it's spending campaign energy. Didn't calculate this too much because they're not awesome rewards. These are good bonus rewards, but yeah. So if you do all your arena attacks, you spend energy, your stuff, yeah, and you could win or lose. Win or lose with this. Same thing with a lot of these battles for the other milestones. Play a war battle with Darkhold and A-Force. So you could go in with your A-Force and lose. You could go in with your Darkhold and lose. You do need to win these blitzes with the Marauders, though. Or you need to win these, but all you need to do for these additional bonus points is just play blitz with the Marauders. So yeah, it's a good that you don't have to get all wins for this. And that is how to calculate this. A little different for everybody, but with just the minimums with your war attacks and some blitz rotations based on 30 wins, you should get the majority of the milestones. That is it for now. Hopefully you do well with this. We're going to open up Spider-Woman's shards in just a little bit. And we're actually going to record the news today, but that's going to air tomorrow because we have some other things going on tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to record that tomorrow. So a bunch of stuff. That is it. Hopefully you do well with this. Good luck, guys. I will see you guys next time. We're coming out a couple of videos that we are planned later today. Check us out on social media. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you give me that Hulk fist bump. Stay hydrated, stay positive, and I'll see you at the top. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin